this opportunity and pleasure was unique. Even though we were not working together, like having not together rehearsals, all our laboratorical moments was again exclusive in terms of in Teatr Grotowski Institute, here in Belgrade, Plavo and Theaterlabor in Bilefeld, we had like separate sessions. We communicate about sessions very frequently, very transparent according to the rules, of course, of the project. So making documentation and sharing immediately every step. That was as well unique. And so the frame ideas were slowly like deeper understood that this universal themes and let's say big themes, big words start for us mean something particular, something specific, like a certain story told, taken from Kafka, The Trial, yeah, which finally we understood, yes, this is one of the key aspect of the work. And the metaphor of the door become a main idea and one of the aspects which will organize our space and then meaningful metaphor.
Ono što mogu da kažem je da je projekat JustLab i saradnja u okviru projekta koja je bila ostvarena između nas, Plavog pozorišta, Grotowski instituta i Theaterlabor iz Bilefelda, mogu da kažem da saradnja stvarno ispunila sva naša očekivanja.
Performance is finished and I must say I feel gifted, of course for the whole process, which took 1.5 years, I think. And I also feel gifted for our audience because to provide this kind of work to them means a lot for us, for our audience, for all partners. Gifted.
Paradox of Justice is an artistic co-production of 3 partners from 3 European countries. The leader of the project is Plavo Theatre from Serbia, and the partners are Grotowski Institute from Poland and Theaterlabor Bilefeld from Germany. The local work of Plavo Theatre started by discussing and analyzing literary material which was proposed as a base for creative process. As a literary base for this voyage, we chose one of the most comprehensive authors of the existential paradox of human being in relation to justice and guilt. It is Franz Kafka. Specifically, we decided to rely on his text Before the Law.
Postoje razna tumačenja. Ovo sad što mi pričamo je psihološko i psihoanalitičko tumačenje u suštini, znači u odnosu na figuru oca. Mada, ako se proširi, pa ta figura oca se uzme u smislu patrijarhata, to je onda neko sociološko tumačenje. Postoji naravno egzistencijalističko, nemogućnost egzistencije, nemogućnost postojanja u odnosu na što je Kafka poznat kao egzistencijalista.
Što je meni recimo trend fazi života jako...
Da, u našoj fazi to možemo malo posle da... Znači, pitanje je šta je to taj zakon iza vrata, u odnosu na to se gleda koje je tumačenje.
Postoji religiozno.
Religiozno je, tamo je raj, tamo je neko blaženstvo, znači, to je religijsko tumačenje, nemogućnost ulaska u blaženstvo. U psihologiji to je neka integritet, mir, smirenje, u sociologiji je neka zemaljska pravda. Uređenost zemaljska.
Prosto, u koje god tumačenje, i zato je meni ta legenda...
Metafizičko. Znači, recimo, nejasno, taj zakon je neka metafizička pravda, neka metafizički sklad.
Metafizička ravan koju ne možeš...
Ravan koju ne možeš da uđeš.
Čovek ne može. Nije mu dato, a dato mu je da...
Pozvanja nije mu
Da,
tako
je.
Kao smisao,
Ili
živimo,
tako
ali
je.
okej, dotičemo to, nije nam dato da sad kao...
In Plavo theater, theater is seen as a personal space, meaning that it should be a space to express our inner world, and actors who are sharing their personal experience serve as mediums for all those spectators who feel the same. In that way, the spectators are witnessing living truth and not just one-dimensional intellectual explanation of some phenomena. Thus, the message can reach deeper layers of the spectator's being. By actors revealing of their authentic human experience, spectators' emotional, organic, irrational, sensual capacities are being moved and provoked, apart from the mental response. This is why the first step in our practical work was that each actor from the group chose the interpretation of Kafka's story or angle which resonates the most with their inner need. According to this personal approach, additional textual material was proposed by actors individually, as well as some images, props, directions of further physical scores. Apart from the literary initiation of the creative process, the very important element which dictates the color and sensuality of creative outcome, but also influences the dramaturgy of the actor's scores, is choice of musical base for the performance. We chose a sound of Sicilian icon of the 20th century, singer and musician Rosa Balistreri, and started to work on it. We discussed the reasons for this choice and listened to the musical material. We identified Rosa's hoarse voice with the voice of an outsider, an oppressed human being. It is an organic illustration of injustice, but also of rebellion and empathy.
Das Theaterlabor steht in der Tradition der Theater, die individuelles Schauspieltraining entwickeln. Ich glaube, dass alle Theater, die in Europa, teilweise ja auch außerhalb von Europa, in dieser Tradition arbeiten, sehr eigene Kulturen entwickelt haben, dieses Training zu erarbeiten. Und so ist das hier auch. Dadurch, dass wir sehr mittlerweile unterschiedliche Mitglieder haben, ist es so, dass wir eigentlich jeder Einzelne seine eigene Art und Weise hat, sich vorzubereiten bzw. an der eigenen Arbeit als Schauspieler weiterzuarbeiten. Das heißt, ich glaube, was uns unterscheidet von anderen Laboratorien, ist, dass wir keine Gruppe in dem Sinne sind, die fest, regelmäßig miteinander das trainiert, sondern im Grunde genommen ist jeder ein bisschen selber dafür verantwortlich, diese Arbeit zu machen. Teil des Projektes ist auch, gemeinsam mit den beiden Kooperationspartnern eine Produktion zu machen. Wir haben uns für diese Produktion ein Oberthema gewählt und dieses Oberthema ist Paradox of Justice. Und jede dieser drei Gruppen, also das Theaterlabor, Plavo Pozorište und das Grotowski-Institut, wird an ihrem oder seinem jeweiligen Standort zu diesem Thema arbeiten. Für mich ist das eine unglaublich schöne Gelegenheit, mit diesen alten Freunden mal wieder eine gemeinsame künstlerische Arbeit machen zu können. Von unserer Seite ist es so, dass wir uns überlegt haben, das Thema Gerechtigkeit anzugehen aus einem ganz speziellen Winkel. Und für diesen Winkel und für diese spezielle Perspektive habe ich mir jemanden an die Seite geholt, nämlich meine Dramaturgin, mit der ich schon lange zusammenarbeite und mit der ich gemeinsam das Thema bearbeite.
Voor dit project hebben we het boek van Donna Haraway gekozen als bron van inspiratie, omdat het hele project gaat over the paradox of justice. En wij wilden specifiek voor ons deel van het project kijken naar gerechtigheid over soorten heen. En daarvoor hebben we ons laten inspireren door het werk van Donna Haraway, Staying with the Trouble. Dat werk heeft natuurlijk grote hoeveelheid informatie in zich. Maar voor dit specifieke project zou ik graag nu op dit moment 3 onderwerpen toelichten waarmee we in eerste instantie aan het werk willen gaan in dit project. Om te beginnen, als eerste willen we het met elkaar hebben over dat wat eigenlijk de titel van het boek al aangeeft, namelijk Staying with the Trouble, of in het Nederlands bij het probleem blijven of bij dat wat getroubleerd is blijven. En dat gaat er eigenlijk over dat Donna Haraway in haar boek voorstelt om, wanneer we het over onze tijd hebben en de vele problemen waar we op dit moment met elkaar tegenaan lopen als samenlevingen in Europa en ook daarbuiten, dat we niet te veel nadenken over een ideale toekomst of een toekomstverhaal waarin iets goed gaat komen. Dat we ook niet te veel nadenken over het verleden en hoe we het verleden anders zouden willen zien of anders hadden willen zien. Maar dat we zeer specifiek blijven bij dit moment, present blijven, aanwezig blijven en ons concentreren op dat wat op dit moment zich aandient en daar bewust mee omgaan. En bij het probleem blijven betekent, als ik haar niet verkeerd begrijp, niet per se bij het probleem blijven vanuit een soort pragmatisch, we gaan in het moment nu het probleem oplossen, maar eerder zonder al te weten wat de oplossing is, goed analyseren wat het probleem eigenlijk is, welke deelnemers er eigenlijk allemaal zijn aan het probleem en proberen in het hier en nu bij dat wat getroubleerd en rommelig is, aanwezig te blijven. Het tweede element wat we uit haar theorie willen meenemen gaat over het idee van gerechtigheid, maar niet specifiek vanuit het perspectief van de mens. Wat Donna Haraway doet in haar boek is eigenlijk een voorstel om ons perspectief op de wereld te verplaatsen en niet te kijken alleen vanuit de mens als centrale plek, maar om het perspectief te verschuiven naar een centraal punt vanuit, laten we zeggen, de aarde, de plek waar we nu op dit moment zijn, en alle levende wezens op die aarde daarbij mee te nemen. Wat betekent dat wat gerechtigheid is en voor wie gerechtigheid geldt, verschuift van alleen het perspectief van de mens naar het perspectief van alle levende wezens, creatures of critters, zoals zij het zegt, op deze planeet die wij met elkaar delen.
We believe that theater is not only to represent, but to make present. That is why songs and funeral songs are the core of our work. Zar is a name of funeral tradition taken from Svaneti, from the highest part of Caucasus in Georgia. It's more than 2000 years old tradition. And this formula of singing relies in forgotten lyrics, just as a pure stream of sounds, as a column of sounds, column of breaths, is a very, very exact formula which we would like to describe theater. The breath and the notion of breath is crucial in our work. Actually, it's the core of our technique, core of our relation to the world. We believe that the score, the actor's partitura, is indeed a partitura of breathing. So songs are just a measure or another measure of breathings. Together, multi-layer, multifunctional and multi-directional breathing together. Songs are the best directors, as I used to say. So Teatzar is a name, a unique name, and a formula of theater or formula of performing art done out of the spirit of chant,
spirit of music.
In this phase, we started to work on the musical material by selecting and learning songs and instrumental partitures, playing together and building a common energy, while arranging and adapting musical score according to the requirements of the performance. Music in the methodology of Plavo Theatre always functions as a sign, an integral element of the actor's expression and of the overall message. For this project, as a sign of injustice seen from the point of oppressed or marginalized people, of outsiders or of those who are uprooted from their homeland, we chose harsh Sicilian sound from the past century, delivered by the hoarse voice of Rosa Balistreri.
Le passo della notte sine a giorno, non posso ora più dormire, pace non ave più, sta freddo cuore, lo sai quando trai, dai alla stare, quando la vita mia finisce morire.
One of the most important and basic elements of the methodology of Plavo Theatre is the actor's daily training. Just like musicians, actors need to play their own instruments and exercise their skill. The instruments of the actors are their mind, body, and voice. The main qualities which are liberated and progressed within the training are one's intention, initiative, and energy. This trinity represents the most important quality of the performer, which is presence, being absolutely present. The actors exercise control and precision of every physical, vocal, and mental action in the situation of representation. The aim of precision is not aesthetical, but to reveal and communicate the inner impulse of the performer in the most efficient way. The actors practice mind-body-voice unity through the training, as well as the ability to activate their will, energy, and irrational playful capacities whenever it is necessary. In other words, they train to always be alive and authentic on stage, no matter the circumstances.
Der erste Satz lautet, die Aleksandra-Technik ist das Studium des Denkens in Beziehung zu Bewegung. Also, es gibt ein Denken und es gibt ein Bewegen. Und aus Aleksandra-technischer Sicht gibt es einen Zusammenhang zwischen diesen beiden Dingen. Wir denken und wir bewegen uns. Und die Arbeit besteht darin, diesen Zusammenhang zwischen diesen beiden Dingen zu erforschen. Und die Aleksandra-Technik beruht darauf, dass wir lernen, etwas nicht zu tun. Und dann einen Plan zu machen, weil wir wollen ja irgendwas tun. Dann machen wir einen Plan, wie wir etwas tun. Und dann gehen wir in diese Aktivität, während wir den Plan bewusst anwenden und weiter in Gedanken im Plan sind. Wenn ich sage, der Zusammenhang zwischen Denken und Bewegen, dann meint das das. Ich kann eine Bewegung
im Grunde genommen planen im Sinne der anatomischen Struktur und kann dann gemäß dieser Struktur in diese Bewegung gehen. Vieles von dem, was wir tun, bemerken wir gar nicht. Das heißt, es geht darum, zu bemerken, was man tut, es zu unterbinden und stattdessen eine Sache so zu tun, wie man sie plant. Das ist die Aleksandra-Technik.
These talks are aimed to awake and sharpen the individual impulses, to define and share the personal approach to the topic, as well as to set the common goals for the group.
Imamo tri sloja. Jedan je ovaj od koga smo i krenuli, to je ovaj chapter Kafkin iz procesa u katedrali, odnosno pred zakonom, ova priča. I to naravno i dalje stoji. To će vaza da stoji. Ta priča se, ako tamo da se podsjetimo, i događa baš u tom chapteru, baš u chapteru u kome on razgovara sa sveštenikom. U tom razgovoru sa sveštenikom dolazi do zaključka pri kraju tog chaptera da jedno prilično nepopularnog i nezahvalnog, a to je da laž stoji u osnovi ovoga sveta. Tako da je meni ta horizontalna, ta ravan, ta zemaljska ravan bila nedovoljna. Ja sam to više gledao kao mogućnost uvođenja dimenzije božanske pravde, ne samo zemaljske.
Ja, und dann bewegt euch mal alle zu dritt auf Alinas Podest, auf das, wo Alina angefangen hat. Trotzdem aber schön weiter bewegen, also keine Stopps. Wieder mehr in diese Kraftsache denken.
The roles are slowly coming to their final shape as the visual aspect is being added.
Pred vratima zakona stoji vrata. Stojane! Stani! Nas su rastavili, rasadili, da budemo tihi! Ova siročeta, na dva razna kraja sveta! Stojane, vrste mi! Ja su rasadili, rastavili, da budemo tihi! Na kraja sveta.
Nikada u samom času kad nas život napušta nije se toliko govorilo o civilizaciji i kulturi. Postoji neki čudan paralelizam između tog opšteg rušenja života i brige oko kulture.
Hvataru dolazi čovek sa sela.
With this material, I would like to share with crucial terms, practical terms related with the practice of theater. Working with the entire team of the project JustLab, I shared in Wrocław, in a practical way, the concept of 4 centers. The main question for every practitioner is, actor, performer, dancer, is what if? Instead of speaking about the one center of the action, we try to nominate 4 different centers in the body as a zone of redistribution of a certain quality of energy. So, let's see our pelvis, our shoulder, our breath, and a contact as a autonomous, not independent, but autonomous centers where the energy, the certain quality of energy is redistributed. So, speaking about the center, I am not saying they are the source of energy. They are zone of redistributing a kinetical energy. So, that's what regards the kinesis, and the first center, I mean the hips and the shoulder, connected with the spine column, are responsible how our kinetics are done, what kind of quality they are expressed. Then the breathing. Speaking about the breathing, I mean not the movement of ribs, the movement of diaphragm, rather the radiation of air. So this is a pneumatic center which redistribute a pneumatic energy, which is very crucial for the all, of course, voice actions. Then contact. We are always in contact. So from the dramaturgical point of view, of every action, contact is a center, a zone of redistribution, certain quality of a mental energy between humans. So this is not only about the gaze, about eye contact or the physical body contact. That belongs to kinetics. But I'm speaking about the contact as a very human quality. Those four centers can be seen as an autonomous zone, as creating autonomous line of actions. Then any actor, actress, of course, performer, doer, we can say after Grotowski, every time in a process of acting is shaping not only one, but four autonomous line of actions which are perceived by every spectator. They are, of course, autonomous from the craft point of view. Then, as a phenomenon, they are seen together, related, connected, interconnected, we can say. So, when I work with the actor, I observe how those four independent lines are shaped and how they are interwoven. The work of pelvis, the work of shoulders, the breathing, better to say, and of course, contact. The notion of contact is very important with the crucial issue, what is the difference between a singular daily action and a stage action. I mean the phenomenon of a multi-addressing of every and each action. Thanks the very important and very specific, belonging to the craft way of addressing our contact to the very different levels of interrelation to the partner, to our own, and of course to every and each spectator. So from the point of view of four centers concept, every action includes four independent lines of dramaturgical, meaningful actions, messages, four independent, autonomous, communicational situations which are meaningful.
There is one sad opinion, sad but true. This world is based on lies.
Mi smo došli do toga da je možda pre 2 godine, to sad već ima skoro, će biti tema pravde nešto što bi mogla da bude takozvana ta krovna tema.
Da li vi znate šta je to idealno pozorište? Evo ja ću sad da vam kažem. Ima li ičeg gnusnijeg i zlokobno strašnijeg od prizora policijske racije?
Zapravo, taj nekakav egzaktni deo načelno teme pravde smo načelno naslovili sa paradoks pravde, paradox of justice. Jer smo negdje našli da zapravo pravda u sebi kao kategorija i kao pojam podrazumeva, nažalost, ili tako je kako je, ili bez nažalost, ali kroz istoriju čovječanstva razne paradokse, sve do današnjih dana.
And now, I will tell you one story. Before the law sits a doorkeeper.
I ova priča koju Dejan priča, pred zakonom, to je 9. poglavlje procesa Kafkinog, ali koja je nastala kao samostalna pričica, pa je onda ušla u proces.
Emaja Parini, side ti ruda mano. Emaja Parini, side ti ruda mano. Emaja Parini, side ti ruda mano.
U okviru te zajedničke priče mi individualno svako igra svoj aspekt te nemogućnosti prolaska kroz vrata. I zapravo paradoks sa kojim se igramo je u tome što kroz vrata je nemoguće proći i nemoguće je ne buniti se protiv toga, ne želeti proći, znači nemoguće je živjeti bez pobune, istovremeno od pobune se ne može živjeti. I u tome je paradoks, znači čovjek mora da se buni, inače, mislim, mrtav je ako se ne buni. Prestaje da bude čovjek, a istovremeno ta pobuna nije nešto čega se može živjeti zbog toga što je nemoguće proći kroz ta
process of evolution still moves quietly to its unknown accomplishment.
The long process of evolution still moves quietly to its unknown accomplishment.
The long process of evolution still moves quietly to its unknown accomplishment. The long process of evolution still moves quietly to its unknown accomplishment. The long process of evolution still moves quietly to its unknown accomplishment.
The long process
Of evolution still moves quietly
to its unknown accomplishment.
The long process of evolution still moves quietly to its unknown accomplishment.
Evolution was a process invented by the human being Charles Darwin. He looked at creatures and put them into an order.
I like to put things into an order. I counted my surroundings after I sensed them.
I sensed them with my ears and my eyes and my tongue and my fingers.
After we have sensed and counted the surroundings, we like to destroy the evidence.
I emerged from the contest with nature. I have ceased to be a natural animal.
How do you emerge from a contest?
You win it. You win all of the contests and then you're on top of it.
And what is a natural animal?
A natural animal is an animal that belongs to the planet and moves as it has always done. It doesn't think about other planets. It cannot think about other planets. It doesn't think about its movements, it just moves, eats, licks, sucks, procreates, sleeps, moves, eats, licks.
I want to be a natural animal!
My contest with nature has evolved into a quiet accomplishment.
What is the accomplishment you made?
I have stopped moving naturally, my sound has become quiet, and my feet have become destructive.
Der lange Prozess der Evolution bewegt sich immer noch leise seiner nicht bekannten Vollendung zu. Wir wissen nicht, worauf es hinausläuft, aber dieser Prozess ist ein ewiger, der ewig weitergehen wird. Das wird gefeiert. Das heißt, im Grunde genommen einerseits das, was wir Progress nennen, also Fortschritt, der zivilisatorische Fortschritt wird anerkannt und gleichzeitig wird anerkannt, naja, die Evolution ist das, was trotzdem immer weiterläuft. Beides ist hier in diesem Augenblick ein Grund zum Feiern. Mal sehen, wie sich das später entwickelt. Das ist so, die Bilder sind jetzt im Moment noch gar nicht fertig, aber das sind die Grundideen. So, und dann wird noch mal kurz sich darüber unterhalten, wie man es gemacht hat. Also wie hast du es geschafft, auf diese fantastische Entwicklungsstufe dich fortzubewegen. Thomas spricht darüber, wie er es gemacht hat, Stefanie und Alina auch. Und wir sehen aber hier schon, dass die Gesetze der Schwerkraft zwar nicht überwunden sind, aber doch wirken auf den Körper. Die Wirkung dieser Kräfte aber einfach ignoriert wird. This is called progress.
Every improvisation has its theme, which is expressed through the micro story, through the micro situation. Sometimes it could be a poem or just a few lines of a narrative, let's say, sequence. How is possible to keep aliveness of improvisation with the need of structuralization of each and every moment of actors' actions? Working with the three groups and trying now to combine three different processes and three different languages, we are aiming incredible chance to understand and to study this, what regards exactly the point of the actor's work. How the work should be always alive and always actualized like a musical jazz improvisation upon a theme, but as well being clear with its own logic, with its own inner subject and finally a structure. How, instrumentally speaking, we can tune each other to orchestrate the work. Instead of telling about directing, I start to use terms orchestrating, like a conductor who first is choosing exact number and exact instruments upon their quality to bring them together in a scale to realize a certain score which is predicted in the mind of everyone, but always and ever will be actualized upon the moment of performing. That's what is one of the biggest value of JustLab project. When three groups of people through different languages are going to speak one speech at the moment. We are doors of ourself. We are doors of our daily passages towards our conscious, towards our understanding of each other. So, meeting of two persons is like a meeting of two doors. What kind of path, what kind of consequence could be understood from the meeting of two passages, not two places, two open doors or two shut doors. People are doors.
No one but to šalim.
Which means that you really involved me in the performance. It's really hard to say, oh yes, I understood everything. It's such a big topic, and to put everything in 1 hour, it's hard, but it was really strong impression. Some parts were really opened some images and some things in my mind, so thank you.
We came with our very different materials. It was kind of 2 poles, and what Grotowski Institute did was, Jarek said, glue it together, and he did it with the scenography and also with putting his actors in the position of kind of serving. Very concrete, not in a metaphysical way, but in a concrete way, serving the actions that took place. And in the end, that, for me, worked out very well.
I pored toga što smo mi kolege i poznajemo se preko 20 godina sa našim partnerima, bilo je jako interesantno to što smo i dalje mogli jedni od drugih da učimo. Mislim da je to jako važno, pogotovo što ova vrsta pozorišta u sebi podrazumeva konstantno učenje. Čak učenje o tome kako učiti. Znači to što smo uspeli jedni drugi da iznenadimo i da jedni druge uvedemo u neke nove sfere koje su deo rada svakog od partnera. Mislim da je to jako, jako važno kako za širenje znanja kod svakog od učesnika na projektu, ali je važno i za održavanje vitalnosti unutar samih trupa kod partnera, da prosto ta potreba za učenjem stalno ostaje živa i da ona nailazi na mogućnosti, na otvorene mogućnosti koje, ja se zaista nadam, bar imam moj osjećaj takav, da smo mi jedni drugima kao partneri pružili.
So, the passage is done, but this will be infinitive process which stay with us, I believe, because those doors are for us, open forever.